And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
Outside Shumpert. Mozgov passes to Irving. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Lillard. On defense, the Cavaliers. Henderson with it. They double him with Shumpert. And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. Offline from the top of the key. You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes. Strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this. High basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
Now Lillard, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Davis kicks to Henderson. Here's Plumlee, and the layup's good off the glass. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Love outside. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And LeBron James with the 3. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard against Irving. Lillard attacking. He feeds it to Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Irving. Back to James. Love the pass to Irving. Love against Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. And Portland again with the bucket. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize quite in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Chris Kaman has checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Ed Davis. And McCollum subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Now here is Smith. The kick out to Irving. Shoots it up. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Irving. At the elbow, it's James. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 5.
For 3.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Hey.
Now, here's Aminu. The three-pointer off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers up 2, and will return shortly. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Vonleh's out there with Henderson. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That gives them the lead. 6 points for LeBron.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Thompson left side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Plumlee against Mozgov. Clock at 4. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Lillard. It's Henderson on the wing. Lots of room. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Henderson's got 5. Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
Ed Davis is checked in for Noah Vonleh. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Feeds to Varejao. Jefferson against Henderson. On the wing, Williams takes the 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I tell you what, it seems as though Portland is always good at home. It was 2007 when they last had a losing record in this building. Even when they're down overall, they're always tough at home.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
LeBron passes to Williams to the left side wing. Jefferson kicks to Williams. LeBron right side. Thompson dishes to Williams to end the run. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And unfortunately, guys, for Portland, they didn't have home court advantage in the playoffs. As great as they were at home all year, it could have made a big difference for them in the postseason. Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Aminu comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Cleveland also making a change. Love checked in for Tristan Thompson. Here's Henderson. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cleveland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Williams passes to Jefferson. Love kicks to Jefferson. Love dishes to James. To the middle, 6 to shoot. Varejão's shot is good.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Passes to Henderson. Stolen by Varejão. The drive by James. Good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. LeBron outside. Williams for 3, and that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Defensively, they did a great job of contesting shots and making things difficult. They faced several attempted runs, and they came up with key stops. It was punch, counterpunch there for a while, and it's close, but the fight is going on.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They're giving up way too many good looks. You want to keep your opponent under 50% shooting. They have not done that. What's the solution?
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
All right, I want everyone to give it up. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Good quarter from LeBron. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So it's the Cavaliers now. A 2-point game. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron, and it's Irving in at the point guard position.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turn things around. He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Henderson against Shumpert. Over to the wing. Here's Aminu. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
LeBron outside. Henderson against Shumpert. Now the dish to Irving. Back to Shumpert. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland moving it around. Fires for 3. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Mozgov. And that's 13 points for LeBron. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Henderson against Shumpert. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Now here's LeBron. Not a lot of room. There's 1:54 left in the third. Here's Mozgov. No good off the back of the rim. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds, field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegian. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. And it's sent back by Kaman. 1:15 left to play in the third. Poked away. Here's Leonard. LeBron with the block. But they'll get another chance. 6 to shoot. Kaman, a screen on Smith. Here's Leonard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. He could become a little less mechanical with his postgame. I think he could even go higher.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Irving passes to Love. Back to Irving. Smith outside to the inside. Love dishes to Irving. Pass to LeBron. Smith for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard outside for the tie. Can't get it to go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cleveland ahead. They lead by a bucket. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's Lillard. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Vonleh in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. To take the lead. No good. Great D that time from James. Outside jumper. Over to the left wing. On its way from Irving for 2. That one rolling around and rims out. Portland trailing here. Lillard, right side. It's Henderson on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Irving kicks to LeBron. Back to Irving. Here's Mozgov. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he makes the first. And Davis is checked in for Portland.
At the line for 2.
Mozgov hits them both. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Davis with a screen on Irving. Lillard the pass to Davis. And that one's good.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
From deep, James. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, you know, his shooting has got them in a position to win this game now, and with the clock winding down and the score where it is, well, I think his green light is always on, and it's going to stay on here.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Shumpert dishes to James. Back to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Henderson. LeBron with the block. Now Cleveland moving it up. He dishes it to Thompson. James outside. Clock at 6. The shot. Again, the Cavaliers score.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're losing by 5. 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Henderson, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Picked by Mozgov. LeBron outside. 5 on the clock. And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. Another shot. It's blocked.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Plumlee sets the pick for Henderson. Fires, high post. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
They trail
Spacing.
by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland again missing. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. And the dunk by James.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
LeBron, no player has to endure the kind of scrutiny and pressure that you do on a nightly basis. How do you stand and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, you know, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thank you, LeBron. Kevin, this guy is extraordinary.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
He accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
We all know anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.